are here in Harlem Park for a Brokers Open for Parity, which is a nonprofit organization that is doing some community development out here. So we're going to check out some of the projects that they're working on here in Baltimore, Maryland.
Hi everyone, my name is Ayla Harris, Director of Homebuyer Success with Parity Homes. I'm one half of a sales team. Christian Perry is here with us as well. Introduce yourself.
Christian Perry, Director of Growth and Sales here at Parity Homes.
Absolutely. And your background?
In politics usually, but have since transitioned over to real estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then myself, I was a mortgage loan originator, like Jamel, before joining Parity. So all things mortgage, that brings me joy and I'm really good at it. I wanted to show you the first, the start of our construction process and also explain sometimes we experience challenges. This is Niesel, our lead plumber.
That's okay.
So we didn't want to forego our construction. We had some issues, some delays. So that's why the trades are still in here while you guys are here. And they have a city inspection today. But we've done our introductions. This is what a house looks like framed, obviously. I want to express to you guys, thank you, Bree. Yeah. Thank you. Express to you what a home looks like framed and also the experience that you can expect your home buyers to have. What I'm going to show is our duplex floor plan, and then also point out some of the key touch points that makes this house theirs, the home buyer's house. So, any questions before I get started? No? Nope. All right. So this is our duplex. I'm gonna go. Yeah, have a good day, Yvette. I'll be in touch. So this is our duplex model. The tenant unit is a 1-bed, 1-bath, and it's all moving forward will always be on the first floor. So large bay windows. This is like your living room, your dining room. Come with me. This is going to be the kitchen. All of our tenant units have in-unit washer dryer. We also include like a pantry and a closet. I want to highlight here, when you see things written on the stubs, this is written by our home buyer. We call this a house blessing. It's where they get to inject their spirit and their energy into the home. This particular gentleman, Sincere, he has a lot of matriarchs in his family. So throughout you'll see like Alethea, you'll see Ruby, you'll see all of his people's names on the studs or on the windowsills. Now we're going to paint over it, obviously, but he knows that their energy is in this house. Okay, please watch your step. And then
And she says it instead of
this would be the closet, and then we have a full bath. In this house, this back room is the bedroom. It's a little bit smaller than some of the other houses, but again, we're building on an existing footprint. Okay, so some houses are wider, some houses are deeper, some houses, they're a little bit different, but this is how this house was framed, or what the foundation is. Any questions about how we build our homes? Yes.
Did I hear you right? This is one unit?
It's a duplex. So yeah, one lot, but a duplex. So this is a 1-bed, 1-bath, the tenant unit, and then upstairs is a 3-bed, 2.5-bath unit. And that's typically where the owner resides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Absolutely. What do you call it? Is it not a whole lot of carbon monoxide? There is some carbon monoxide that's released in all gas appliances. With a fully electric home, that's a non-issue. Second floor, but first floor for the tenant, the owner's unit. Living room, dining room, accessible chandelier, and then we have the kitchen here. Again, washer dryer will be installed. The HVAC unit will likely be in here. That's what that looks like. Because again, they're separately metered. This is a half bath on this floor, and then a bedroom in the back. A lot of folks, this gentleman is probably going to use it as an office. He's going to use it as an office because he's single, no kids. Is y'all looking?
Just throwing it out there.
That's one of the perks for the
house. He owns a house in DC already, so take this out so it's like one something at a time, one day at a time. And further up here, you'll see more of the matriarch's names. Let me explain to you what happens. Obviously, there are some challenges with construction. We had a setback. We had a break-in, and that's why the trades are on site to catch up. Because normally I would not have trades here with these, and they're torching the roof and hammering something. So we'll do our best. a double vanity, water closet, freestanding tub, and then freestanding shower. The home buyers get to pick their own tub, so they get to customize it and personalize it as much as they would like.
Okay.
That's a bedroom. We're gonna not listen to all this all day. So owner's bedroom and then the bedroom back here. This gentleman chose to have a rooftop deck. You can go past it. So this will be like the landing pad, and then further up will be the rooftop deck. From the roof, you can see, because Baltimore is basically a hill. You can see downtown. You can see the fireworks. You can see the whole 9 yards. It's very beautiful. What I forgot to mention to the other group that came before you, all the lots, it's 500 through 514, the lots on this side of the house, we own 4 of those lots, and we're trying to acquire the other 3. The idea is that will become a park. So we've raised a fair amount of capital for it, but not all of it just yet, and we have to spend that capital by the end of 2025. So we will have a park here pretty soon. Also for community engagement, we have the 501 lot and then the 542 lot. They were vacant. Parity owned them, so let's make them pretty. If you drive by, you'll see like some pavers, you'll see some plants, at both lots, and the string lights and the barrels with the poles to make it pretty and whimsical versus just a dumping ground. Miss Alita, who owns 503 North Carrollton, has already agreed to have us, or allow us to paint a mural on the side of her home. She has the final say, obviously, but we're paying for it. She has the final say. It'll be a beautiful community. I can't stress that enough, that it's not just about the houses. It's the people, it's the green space, it's all of the things that make a home a home. And then speaking of amenities, Parity currently owns 5 corner houses that have a commercial space on the bottom. Our goal is to incubate Black businesses, okay? Not just homes, but you need amenities. Where do you get your coffee? This one's going to be a coffee shop that's owned by the homeowners of 511 North Carrollton, called A Road to Somewhere Arts. Okay, A Road to Somewhere. What is Route 40 called historically? The Highway to Nowhere. The Highway to Nowhere, and the coffee shop saying A Road to Somewhere. Alex is a film producer, so she's very creative, very artsy. I loved that, and so they're artsy. They're into the arts. That makes me proud that we're going to be able to incubate Black business, build homes in a historically red-line community that was Black folks were disinvested from. So I'm proud. I'm proud. Yeah.
I really love the intentionality around building community. And I'm just wondering, how are you defining and vetting the community that you want to have bring attract to this space?
Mission alignment. So we describe, most people self-select out when we express the requirements. So there's 20 hours of volunteer work required prior to closing on your home. That could be just helping us, like for this example, set up for things. It could be helping us with mailing things. It could be volunteer events that we have with, let's say, cleaning our storage unit, or when we did the planting, the gardening exercise for 501 and 542, showing up is how we're defining community involvement and community engagement, and being mission aligned. There's also a couple of questions that we have, and Christian's part of that interview process, but again, it's not anything too strict because we can't violate fair housing laws, but at the same time, we want to just get a sense of, are you going to put in the work? What we're doing is a labor. It's not, oh, we just got a couple $1 million and we're doing it. No, you have to show up. So it's for some, but not all.
Okay.
There's been new folks.
How are you? Good.
So we're going to enter her home. This is literally her home. I'm going to ask that you take off your shoes, okay, as we go in. This is the quality of our finished work: living room, dining room, kitchen. Come on back. At the time of the sale, and again, people live here, so there's dishes in the sink because this is a real house, but it's a beautiful home. This is our largest footprint home. We have a medium size, and then we also have a, medium size and then also a smaller footprint. So our largest size is 410,000. Medium size is 375. Smallest footprint is 335. Now Parity, we offer $60,000 towards down payment and closing costs if the buyer is income qualified. Income qualification is $150,000 per working adult, okay? Sorry, that's a cat you guys are allergic. He's went downstairs. Per working adult, so it's not like, you know, a regular 80% AMI, 68,000, or, you know, for a family of 4, 90,000, and, you know, folks are priced out of that really quickly. Here we wanted to attract upwardly mobile folks, okay? So we're not cutting them out too quickly. That $60,000 can go towards down payment, closing costs, agent commissions. We don't put any restrictions on how that money is applied or buying points. It's between the buyer and the lender, how they apply those funds. Just here's 60 grand, figure it out, okay? Now, are we giving away this money? Absolutely not, okay? It is a lien, it's a soft second. That soft second is recorded, so there's no like trying to check and jive it. It's a real lien. What was I getting ready to say? The $60,000 goes to the buyer. The $60,000 stays with the house for 15 years. That's a Fannie Mae, that's a lender requirement, not a Parity requirement. The deed restrictions on who you can sell to, how much you can sell for, all of those things last for 30 years. That's a new Fannie Mae rule, okay? So let's say I buy this house today, and then I sell in 12 years. That's fine. I gotta pay that $60,000 back because I didn't meet the 15-year mark for the money. All Parity is going to do is redeploy that money to the next seller. Whoever owns the house at year 15 is who gets that equity. Okay, we're trying to incentivize long-term ownership.
So when you say the next homeowner gets the equity,
So no, the one who owns it at year 15.
but if you sell it to me at year 10, you're going to repay the $60,000,
Yeah.
that lien,
Yeah.
and then Parity is going to redeploy it to me,
Yeah.
meaning that I'll be able to get $60,000.
Correct. This home that we're in right now is what we like to call a blue sky house. This is what it looked like before. So when we talk about what we're starting with, it's nothing, okay? We have a foundation, we have a hope, and we have some dreams, and we raise some capital. So that's what it took. But what I want to impress upon you is for our cohorts, the education component, they do that as a group. The construction flights, we call them flights, they go through construction as a group. So it's not, oh my God, how are you feeling? Well, I'm stressed out, but you know, Ayla helped me with this, or Bree said this, or Christian said that, and you know, my lender said this. They have support built into our model. So when someone sees a home like this, and then they see it look like this, we're giving them hope, we're giving them a vision, and it's more than, again, just the house. This is an example of like the first cohort of Parity buyers. This is Aiko, Jamar, Yolanda, Medina lives over there, Sarita. She's working with us for a separate funnel. We call it ARDP, but at risk of displacement. And that's Bree. The idea is to keep Black wealth in Black households, keep those households in Black families, truly generational wealth. So for Sarita, her mother is Miss Taylor. Miss Taylor is the 3rd or 4th generation to own that house, and she has a granddaughter. So there's 6 generations that will ultimately own that property. The house has a vacant building notice. It cannot be occupied. If they sell it, almost 6 generations of history are wiped out of that family. If we can just show them the way, here's how renovation loans work. You know, here's what permitting looks like. We can walk them through it, then they can keep that asset in their family. We're keeping it in a Black family. I'm not gonna cry. So that's, again, people that we know, they come to us, we find solutions.
When you say cohort, are you talking about a cohort of folks that are moving into the same block specifically?
A cohort, they may not be moving into the same block because depending on what house they want, they could go through their education together, but somebody might want Harlem Avenue, somebody might want Lafayette. So it's the education that they're doing together.
Okay.
There is a rooftop deck on this
Between
one.
here, New York, and DC.
Okay, yeah.
But my family's from here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Then it's an LTAD, it's an option. Okay.
Take
It's a
over.
TV.
Can we talk over here? Yeah. I'd love to get your information.
Not yet.
Go
So
over
this is
coffee, talk more.
available.
Yeah, this is not
If you walk back, there's just stuff on that stairwell. So you can walk inside.
Would this be considered one of your small?
No, everything on this block is a large footprint.
Okay.
Are you guys preserving some of the?
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna try our best, but
This is the historical building.
all of it. The challenge with this is everything is lead painted with lead paint, and all of our homes are lead safe. So we wouldn't be able to strip all of this. So this pre-sale, I think this is a 410 for 410,000 single family, but again, you have the $60,000 soft second that brings that brings the buyer's first lien to 350.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I was running, guys.
So yeah, it's just a lot of historic material in this home. So we keep as much as we can. In this case, we would definitely keep this this wall, which it's distinct. Not everyone is going to want a historic property. They might want an open floor plan, but for people who do love the history, we would keep this. So it's kind of like a salon or a saloon.
Don't go too far back.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Yeah.
This is not awesome.
And so like you can see here the piano in the corner, and you can just envision like the families sitting there playing music and singing, and this was definitely a working fireplace at one point. So we're just trying to bring back, the stories. We're trying to honor the people who were here before, while still making way for a new family to enjoy the space.
So you guys, this is a total cut.
Yeah, everything pretty much. We take down all the plaster. The floors, though, Mr. Fred said these floors are still in good shape, so we would sand them and bring them back to life. We would stain them. So the stairwell would remain, which is, again, historic, that you're not going to find anywhere else.
We have some boards, or we have some photos of 507, which is the house right next door. They chose a historic fabric home. They have like this beautiful trim work around their windows just to highlight it. Like it's very thick and ornate. These baseboards that are like almost 6 or 7 inches high. The staircase is, when I tell you, stunning. The craftsmanship, you can't, that doesn't exist anymore, except for Mr. Fred. I'm so glad we have him. Mr. Fred, just to give you some perspective on the rest of our team, so you met Bree, myself, Christian. Mr. Fred has been building homes for 40 years. Okay, his father was in construction. His father's father was in construction. When you meet Mr. Fred and you look at his hands, he has hands like my grandfather, like meat paws, because he's used to he was swinging hammers back in the day. But the quality of construction, the way that homes were built way back when versus now, sometimes some folks just swing hammers and put whatever up. He's bringing the seasoned type of quality build to our homes, which is why we're able to offer the 1, 2, and the 10-year warranty for our homes. So 1 year for any construction deficit, like a nail pop, things like that. For this 2-year warranty, all systems are covered. So HVAC, electrical, and plumbing. And then for 10 years, there's a 10-year structural warranty. So again, we're building a quality home. Compare that to any other builder nowadays. What is it, 90 days? There's a home warranty of maybe some appliances or systems for 1 year that the home buyer has to pay for. That's included in our price. So again, we're standing behind a quality build.
So I really admire the vision that Parity has as far as building a community, using the community, and keeping people in their homes, as opposed to just people gentrifying the area. They're really trying to keep the people who own their homes in their homes and develop the community, bringing new people in who really want to have a lasting impact on the area surrounding them. The idea is to keep the area ours, so incorporating not only residents that already live there, the new residents that are coming, but also black-owned businesses. And so, you know, in most black neighborhoods, you'll see that there's like a liquor store on every block. However, that's not something that they're going to be having or encouraging in that specific block of town. And I love that. So I don't know if you guys heard the story where they were saying that Route 40, which takes you right down to Harlem Park, Pulaski Highway, it is known as the highway to nowhere, and they have a coffee shop which is actually going to be owned by one of the current tenants or current residents in the community, and they're going to be calling it a road to somewhere. I think it's super creative. They're trying to keep the feel of Baltimore, where, you know, you drive around, you see these different arts, murals, things like that, and so it's going to have that real Baltimore feel. Some of the homes are going to be historic because a lot of those homes are built in 1920, and so some of them are blue sky homes, which means that they're just completely run down, like you can literally see right through the sky, right through to the sky. And some of the homes still have their historical build with the crown molding, which I showed you guys, things like that. So it's going to be a mix, and I'm just really excited to see. I'm glad that I got to catch it now, where they've only done 7 homes so far, but their goal is to do 20 homes by the end of the year, and of course keep going. I think their target number is they have 35 homes. They're hoping to get 20 more done by the end of the year. So I'm super excited to see how that goes and what's to come. And so First Up Financial, which is the company that I work for, we're one of the approved lenders to work with them with that $60,000 grant that they have. And I'm just excited to be a part of the few people who are going to be able to actually contribute to the development of that community.